Hello there, my name's Leo and welcome to this week's tutorial. We're going to have a look at a few very useful aspects of Wix, and first thing we're going to cover are templates. The next thing we'll look at is changing the strip background. Thirdly, we'll look at changing text and also adding an image. The first thing I like to reiterate whenever I'm talking about these website builders, whether it's Wix or Weebly or WordPress, is to always stick with the particular templates that they give us and don't go changing them around too much, because they've been designed specifically for a purpose, and the people who have designed them are, of course, designers who know what they're doing. So really all we need to change, and keep it simple, is the text and maybe put some of our own images in. We don't want to go moving things around, changing the fonts, changing the layout. So just remember that as a little bit of a guiding principle. So just to orient ourselves, at the moment we are in the My Sites part here of the Wix dashboard, and this is where we're going to start off from. So I can see all my sites here. I can see that they are, so I can scroll down, have a look at the various sites that are on my page here. And all I need to do if I want to create a new site is just click here on this little icon, like so. And it's going to give us some options for the type of site that we want. I'm just going to choose a sort of a random one here and go for events. The ADI over on the left hand side here is used to help you build a site, in the terms of it asks you a whole lot of questions, and then from the answers to those questions it refines what it believes the sort of site you want. I prefer to just use the Wix editor myself in this fashion on the right hand side by choosing a template myself. But by all means try the other way if you want to. So there are a whole lot of templates here that we can choose from, and I'm just going to go for this one here, this business networking one. So we can get straight into editing it, or we can actually choose to preview it to see what it will actually look like. But I'm just going to choose edit here. So now it's going to start loading the site. This will be shorter or longer depending on your internet connection. And here we have it. Here's our site all ready to go, ready for us to put our own content and text into it. I'm not going to go into too much detail about what we see here today. As I mentioned in the introduction, we're really going to have a look at putting our own text in, changing the strip background, and putting an image in here. So these are the basics. Okay, so just so we can orientate ourselves with what we're looking at here, over on the left hand side we've got a whole lot of menus, and these are the menus that we use for editing. We'll become more and more familiar with these as we move along over time. And the window that we see here, this is in essence is a preview of what the page will look like as we make the changes. And this is the editing preview. If we want to see what the actual page will look like when it's set up as a web page and people are viewing it on the net, then we can go over here and we can click on this preview button. So let's just see what we have to do to change the strip background. So the strip background is this area here. We've got that lady in front of the microphone. And if I select that by clicking on it, it's going to bring up some options. So we can see that the option here is quite clear, change strip background. And to do that, I simply just have to click on that little icon here. And we're presented with this little pop-up box here. There are quite a lot of options here, so we can put a little looping video in. We can just have a basic color background. But what I want to choose for this particular demo is changing the image. Right, so if I click on image, I'm presented with another window, and over on the left hand side here we have some more options. A good way to start and get used to using Wix is to just conduct a basic search up here for the type of image you want, and we'll do that right now. So I'm going to put beach, click enter. And so Wix has presented me with a whole lot of images that relate to the beach. Now some are paid, some are free, and it's up to you to choose the one that you like the look of. Now also remember that you can upload your own images as well, simply by clicking on the upload media section just here. But it's really a good start just to choose some images from the Wix archive here. So if I click on beach, that should do the trick. And there we go, you can see my strip background has changed. Okay, so that's all pretty clear. But what I probably want to do is change the content in here. Just highlight this for you. In this area here, which is a text box. So all I have to do to get started on that is click on edit text just here. And it's as simple as typing over what's already there. So I can make it beach combing. And I can make sure that the alignment's nice and get that centered. And I've got a whole lot of other options here that we can see in the text settings box. So I can put in links, I can change the text color, I can change the font size, I can change the type of font, I can change the heading type as well. So there's a lot of different things I can do there. I'll just close that down. So that goes for a text box. Now if I want to put my own text box in, I just have to go over to here to where it says add, and then simply click on text, just there. You can see that it's come up already, all the different options, and so on and so forth. Now, the other thing I was going to show you is how to insert one's own picture. So you've probably guessed it already that to do that, I'm going to be coming over here to add. Just highlight that to you, make it a little bit clearer. That little area here, click on add. And you can see up here we have image, And we've got a number of different options here for where we want to add our image from. So we can do it from this little area here, which is my uploads, and then image collections. That's where we got our beach strip background from. So just to make it easy for today, I'm going to click on the free Wix images. And I'm just going to put beach fun. You can find an image there of people at the beach, all sorts of things. That one will do, so just double click on that. And so this image has been added. Now I can drag this around within the page. I can resize it. And I can also do a whole lot of other things to manipulate, alter and change the image, all up here in this toolbar. And these are things that you can play with in your own time and work out how to use and change them. You know, you can change the opacity of the image, you can change the corners so they're rounded. We can do all sorts of things. We can make the image link to other objects within the page, or other pages indeed, or external pages. So those aspects of Wix are really an introductory level, and I hope it's been useful, and don't forget to practice, and all the best until I see you next time. Bye for now.